The following video will cause altered states of consciousness, including but not limited to time distortion, synesthesia, derealization, ego dissolution, vivid hallucinations, and heightened suggestibility. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is the case against thinking. You guys asked me, Tyler, we need a little more structure. We need a little more order to these thoughts and these videos. And no, not happening. Not happening. Tyler, you get a lot more views if you thought about the algorithm and you try to make it work for you. That's not what this is about. If you wanted to do that, people, go check out my TikTok. Take a look. I get 30 million views a month. Take a look at what I do. I know how to game that system. This content isn't for this. This is for those small number of people who trickle in, who have met me in person. I've made their dreams come true. Magic's happening. Life is changing. And you're like, I need a little bit more. What was that? And then you found yourself in the middle of the night looking at my YouTube videos that have 5 to 10 views. You're like, I knew it. He was a fraud. And now you watch them and you're like, I can't understand what's going on. It's the case against thinking, people. I propose that thinking is overrated. Okay, I'm a big fan of thinking, okay? Love me a good thinker. It's just, we kind of are really biased towards thinking in society, and I just, personally, just a little bit, maybe, just maybe, it might be destroying everything, and the whole world might fall apart because we haven't dealt with the fact that thinking is just 25% of this environment. Look at that. I just gave myself a loud environment from that noise. It's a big problem. It's 25%. So in today's video, children, we're going to be learning about the 4 cognitive dimensions and why do I get millions and millions of views for the top videos in the world on cognitive functions. Why? Because I am the best expert in the world on the topic, and it's just a niche interest for me. It's not even my thing. I just happen to whip it out because I'm the wizard. I am this generation's Merlin. I just dominate an industry on a whim. I just had an interest because I'm a magician. I learned how to use cognitive stacks to read people's minds as a mentalist, and just so happened to accidentally just, boom, be the forefront expert on the field. It's insane how easy it is to make everything work in this world, and you guys just aren't doing it because you're all in little thinking world. You're all in thinking. Why? Why did that work? Because I lived in the imagination in the material realm. That's why I became the forefront expert in this field so instantly, so quickly, not with degrees, not from books. I did read Carl Jung because I'm a thinker. I had fun with it, but it really came down to I worked at the Disneyland Magic Shop, and I used it to read people's minds, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people every single week, testing it, learning it, and figuring out what really works and what really doesn't. It's how I learned hypnosis. It's how I learned how to read people. It's because I have more reps than anyone on earth. Disney doesn't know what monster they have created. They have created this generation's Merlin because of that magic shop, and thank the Lord Jesus for that blessing, because amen, it is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. So what are the 4 dimensions of thought? Well, there are 4 cognitive dimensions. There's thinking, there is intuition, there is the material realm, and there is feeling. Now, those are bifurcated, so there's technically 8, internal and external. You don't need to worry about that part right now. But what you do need to know is that you are being corralled into just thinking. Thinking is a wonderful, wonderful tool. It is great when you need to find things that are consistent in your world and other people's world. It is very useful when you need to get to the bottom of something. And it is extremely granular and extremely slow. So those are the weaknesses of thinking. So if you just think, you're actually a moron. If you actually are sitting there going and well, fight your forces. Actually, I can find a logical contradiction. You're below a hamster. in my mind. Like a hamster, I take it back. You are less than a single cell. That's a fact. I just learned about this because I watch and enjoy and absorb. Did you know that slime, yes, slime, so you're below slime in my book, if you're a little thinker and that's all you do. If you're a thinky boy, slime, I'm putting my eggs in slime over you. Because slime is a single cell. One little cell, and it spreads all around and splits and combines and morphs and grows, and it eats up on, oh boy, you should see some slime growing. They spread out, they absorb all the food, and then they come back together into one big slime, and they just keep doing that over and over again, and then eventually they turn into little spore babies and go, pooh, and they shoot out all over the place. It's beautiful. Slime is one cell. And that one cell is smarter than all you Harvard professors, all your Stanfords, all your TETI. That's thinking, by the way. We're learning together, kids. TETI. That cell can sit down, and we can take the top engineers and thinkers in the world and be like, hey, could you plan the most efficient path from here to here for a railway system? And then you can just plop a blob of slime over who's just vibing. He's slime, he wiggling, he having a good time, and he's just sitting there, and then you're over there going like, let me do my little calculations and math, and I'm just going to put my route together. And Slime Boy's just like, I'm slime, where the food at? And he will beat us, people, thinkers. He will be smarter than us at finding a better route to plan a railway system. One cell. And you're below that. Now, here's the thing. You have lots of cells in you. You have at least more than one brain cell. You probably have two because you got to move them together and make a little spark. I'm up there. I'm pushing 3 people. I got 3. I'm hoping by the time I die, I get to 9. I'm hoping for 9. But that's 9 times better than slime. So if you got all these cells up in your head and in your body and your blood and in your skin with all this wisdom, all this knowledge, all this information, why aren't you able to use it? What's going on here? Why are you losing to slime is the real question of today's topic. And furthermore, the question of what I have coined the missing Aristotle hypothesis, which is why we had 3 million people on Earth when Aristotle was around. Very small population, very tiny. And then fast forward to today, we got 7 to 8 billion people. So why are there not 300,000 Aristotles just walking around being Aristotling and changing everything? Why are there not 300,000 of them? I think it's because we stopped thinking like slime and we started thinking like thinkers. And thinking is this very, very niche type of thinking. And so you really want to use thinking as a tool, and it's like a tool that you pull out. It's not where you live. You should be living in Slime Town, or the intuition, your feelings. Heck, even the material world's not bad, but thinking particularly is a tool. It's a knife. And if you just use knife all the time, you just end up killing everybody, and it makes you into Freddy Krueger. And then you die. And that's not just me making stuff up. No, that's backed by your science, since you're thinkers. Facts, your little facts are over there. And they say very clearly, people who do not use their imagination, who do not play, do not have fun, get deprived of that, are astronomically, to the point where it's insane, higher chance of committing murder, homicide, suicide, serial killers, every violent crime. Thinking is not good for people, okay? You shouldn't be doing it that much. And that's the world that we are corralling people into. We're persuading you. We're seducing you into this world where if we all just think with logic, everything will be okay. I can disenchant the world and we'll all be happy together without love, without connection, without meaning, without purpose. Everything will be great if we just think. But is it true? That's a great question to ask if you're in the truth realm. Is it meaningful? Would be a great question to ask if you're in the intuitive realm. You could be in either one, and they're both equally valid questions within the dimensions that they're in. And so most of your problems, and the reason why slime is better than you, is the fact that you only think, and you just refuse to use the other 3/4 of your brain. Woo, had to do a little thinky there. Had to do some math real quick. Bam! And so once you've learned to see the world from this perspective, you can start to realize your brain has different categories, and you can see where you're at. You can start to feel your mind shift right now. Anytime, anywhere. When you go beyond where thought can go, which could be as easy and simple as the moment of now, or deeper inside yourself, right there, where you go beyond your imagination. And remember a time where you felt good, and you feel that feeling now. And as you feel that journey there, notice, now you're getting a little wiggly because I'm pulling you out, but that was a trip to the imagination, into the material, the memories of the past, and into the emotions. And now we bring that information back to the thinking, and notice how you changed. You can cycle through all of those really rapidly. Now, the reason it felt a little dizzy there and you feel a little wobbly is because you're not supposed to be like hyper rapidly doing it. It takes practice to do that. I do all the time. I'm the best in the world at it. I am the wizard for a reason, but I've been doing it since I was like making memories, people. This is just how my brain was built. It takes a little practice to do them, but you don't need to do that. What I do instead is recommend gently pop out of the thinking realm and use thinking sparingly when you need it. It's great to be wise as serpents and gentle as doves. See, we always forget that part, right? Wise as serpents, be able to use thought and logic very well. I agree. And gentle as doves. Be childlike, the imagination, feeling, fun. That's where you should be spending most of your time, and be able to just pull out that knife when you need to and get all stab me if anyone's trying to take you down. Did you like my Krav Maga? Man, that's really drilled into my head when I did those martial arts. I got good form. I've still got it. You couldn't do that from thinking. Imagine that. You're like trying to do martial arts by thinking, all right, I'm going to hold my arm like this, and then I'm going to point it at them, and I'm going to move my hand forward to strike. Oh, my God. And they've like already chokehold me and broken my arm, and I'm dead. And so that's why thinking isn't very good. Okay? Most of the time, you should just be spending less time doing thinking and more time doing anything but thinking. And that's why I make these videos the way I do. Why does Tyler not have structure? Because this video would be really, really ineffective for getting views. I know. I have made videos to get hundreds of millions of views. I have 400,000 followers on TikTok. Go check it out. Ask a Wizard. I know to follow a logical structure and then fill in the blank and to manipulate your brain and poison it with dopamine. Bam, poke the button, and then bam, 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 bam. Oh, hurt, come on. I gotta share. I know how to hack your brain. I know how to do it. So why am I not doing it? Why are you here? Why are you one of the very, very few people watching this video right now? Because that is not how you do long-form, Ericksonian, Carl Jung-esque hypnotherapeutic techniques in the context of expanding your mind and consciousness without a therapeutic benefit. But in an ironic twist, the benefit is so profound that oftentimes the problems you had before that you thought you needed the therapeutic solution for vanish, disappear, and dissolve before you because you realize you just had to have fun. If you're trying to make a video like that, then you can't use thinky format because then it doesn't work. The vibe, the energy, the feelings, the spiraling your brain's doing right now, the inspiration that you're going to have an aha moment at like 1 hour to 3 hours after watching this video, it's going to feel like boom. It's going to come to you like this. Bam. You're going to feel your energy in you. And you're like, oh my God, I get it. And it's not even going to know what it is. You're not going to know what it is. You're just going to feel like, aha, I get it now. Why is that going to happen to you? Is that going to happen in a hyper-optimized clickbait, slice, make the video the perfect length and get in on it, I got to get it right? No, that won't work. It can't work. Only this way can work. This long form also is filtering you guys down. Do you have the attention span to handle it? If not, go to my Instagram. My Instagram is for getting you trained. I'm just zapping your brains. If you watch me and follow me on Instagram, your life just starts getting more fun. Same thing with TikTok. I just make your life more fun, more magical. Weird coincidences will start happening. Synchronicities occur because I'm just demoing, demo. And you're like, whoa, this is crazy. And then eventually you end up here with me, learning what I do and how I do it and feeling the vibe that you could get anytime, anywhere, and how I made you feel that feeling the way you did. So if you want to break free and be smarter than slime, you've got a long journey ahead of you because slime is brilliant. But the first and most crucial step you can take is to stop thinking and start having fun. Peace.